Welcome back. It is Tuesday. We are at Zuby's Taco Kitchen. I am your host, Commissioner Gordon. We are here live for Business After Business. Joining me today is Phaidra from Greater MPower Tutoring. Because I was going to say GMP Tutoring, but I wanted you to go into the name of not just GMP Tutoring, but Greater MPower Tutoring.
All right. Well, I'm so glad you asked. Greater MPower Tutoring. M stands for mindset, stands for mastery, and it stands for the master. Because I'm mindset. You have to have a growth mindset. You have to believe that you can learn, first of all. And then mastery stands for you have to put in the effort to actually learn the material.
Right.
And then the master, the Bible says the beginning of, oh gosh, I got to get the verse. The beginning of knowledge is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So I know I should know that verse. I should know the verse better. But that's what the M is for: mindset and mastery. You've got to get those two.
Now, why tutoring? What were you always in education?
You know what? In a non-unofficial way, I've always been interested in helping people. And so I believe that's my gift. I've been working with kids and working with people for probably half of my life. So yeah, I just kind of fell into it.
So how did you start? What was that pivotal moment to say, I'm going to make this thing, as opposed to just helping someone, I'm going to make this a business?
Having kids.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
So when I had my first child, I'm like, ooh, I want to be a stay-at-home mom like my friends. And then I realized, if I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, I still need to make some money. And so I'm like, ooh, what can I do? Tutoring. And so fast forward over the years, it's become more of a thing. Instead, it's grown from just tutoring to actually providing other services.
Now, you spoke about those other services. What are some of those other services that you also provide?
So my client base, I work with families. So we do the individual tutoring, the kids that need some extra support to help them shine in class. But we also partner with after-school programs where we help those students as well improve with their math skills. We've done homeschool classes, Spanish. We taught Spanish at different schools. We have a math clinic coming out. I have a book that it's on Amazon now, the pre-order. So we have a lot of different things that are on
that. What's the name of the book?
So it's the first book in a 5-part series for easy readers.
Okay.
So the series is Look, I Can Read. And it's based on our 5 pillars. This one is called GMP Kids Are Good Helpers. Okay. And so it's really a book for parents to sit down and read with their kids. It's based on the sight words. So not only are you improving their literacy, you're also helping them see how they can be helpful at home and in the community, and encouraging them to be helpful and kind and all of that.
Well, you mentioned that you work with after-school courses that would include math and Spanish. Are those the two focus groups, or are there other students that you would also tutor?
So my clients are typically K-12. It's as needed, but we do tend to focus on math and Spanish. We do have a journalism. We do have a clinic that we offer for entrepreneurship and financial literacy. We helped a group over in Nasarawa State, Nigeria.
Okay.
So some of their kids, and even the teacher got so excited, she launched her own business too. So it's some practical information where you can actually go out and start making money on your own. And now that I have the money, what do I do with the money? How do I become a good citizen and a good user of this money that's come to me?
Well, speak on that. How did that make you feel that the teacher was so inspired by what you're doing that she also decided to step out there and take it upon herself to become a tutor as well?
That was pretty cool, because you love to hear when the kids are like, okay, I made my first money, and you're starting to generate, but to see that it also touched an adult, that's what you live for. Like, right. You live for those results. You want to make a difference. So
in that, what advice for someone that would probably like to start off, they want to help somebody, they want to help students, they want to help kids, what advice would you have for them just to kind of get them going in the right direction?
So on a practical level, you actually have to like people.
That helps.
And you have to be patient. Because kids, kids are people. And sometimes they cooperate. I had one of my clients, I would come to a session and he would just put the paper, blank paper. I don't know how to do this. Okay, so you have to learn how to maneuver through that and encourage them to think for their own and realize, sometimes you can only be as effective as a child or the client allows you, but you still encourage them to work. And then you have other students. One of my greatest joys is hearing from parents, the teacher's like, what's going on? The teacher is saying the child is participating more, they're raising, the confidence is increased. So if you're not in it to encourage, don't do it. Don't do it. Because I've dealt with people who have worked with kids and they're berating the child, and that's not your space. Maybe you just need to grade papers or something.
Well, with that, what is your, do you go in with the same blank slate with every child, or do you try to establish what do they know first and then try to build upon that?
So I go in usually asking and giving the child an opportunity to identify, reflect on where they need help. And so some of the students are self-aware and say, I need help with ABC. Others, as I'm talking with them, I realize, okay, let's take a step back. And so we're able to backfill those areas and say, okay, we need to start back here so that we can get you up to here. So it depends from child. You can sense who needs what so that you can create a customized learning plan for it.
So for those who are looking for a tutor, can you kind of tell how long you've been in the business of tutoring and helping students? Like what, you don't have to say your age or anything, but just say, around what year you started and just to kind of give, because sometimes people say, well, I know she's tutoring, but how much does she really know? Just give that your level of experience.
Okay. Well, I'll give you my academic background. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Architectural Studies. I have a Master's in Civil Engineering. I've been teaching. I've taught from everything from pre-K to the collegiate level. And so I've been officially in this capacity, Greater MPower Tutoring, for 11 years. Okay.
And what has been probably your biggest obstacle in becoming a tutor?
Let's see, one of the biggest obstacles, probably breaking into the market, just because I homeschool a lot, so I need to branch out more so that I can reach more parents. So that's been the biggest obstacle, increasing the brand awareness.
So for everyone who's looking for a tutor, how can they reach out to you? What's the web page, the phone number, all of the above, social media, that they can reach out and holler at you?
All of that. So you can find me on gmptutoring.com, greaterempowertutoring.com. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. All of that information is there. If you want the number, 678-459-4004.
There you have it. Tap in, reach in. We'll invite you to come back anytime. You've been here before.
Yes.
And we had everything going outside, so we encourage you to come in. Again, every other Tuesday is Business After Business right here at Zuby's Taco Kitchen on Virginia Avenue.